a space for us,
Un espacio para nosotras.
Un espace pour nous.
My name is Jyotsna M and I'm the regional coordinator for a regional CSO platform called Asia Development Alliance. We are membership-based alliance, having membership in 24 countries in Asia. They are all CSO national platform. And we work on sustainable development goals with the finance in commons and governance and accountability measures. In terms of sustainable development goals, in Asia, if you look at the SDGs 22 progress report done by the UNSCAP, we are not going to achieve SDGs until 2065. That means there is a lack of data, but more than that, there is a lack of finance. There is no money actually, there is hardly any money to implement the SDGs. People still, we are talking about, we are in the 8th year of SDGs and we are still talking about capacity building of the officials, capacity building of the people. I think it's very important for people to understand, where the finance comes from, because we saw this year high level political forum, a lot of discussion was leaned towards the finances. I think it's very important for for the PDBs also to understand the importance of finances and the importance of capacity building of not only the government official but also the larger public, because until they do the public consultations on some specific project that they are going to take over or they are going to start, it's not going to be very fruitful. At the same time, we see that there is a shrinking civic space and there's a lots of human right violations in various parts of Asia, and we are representing such issues in various global platforms from Asia Pacific Forum on Sustainable Development, High Level Political Forum. There are various such forums where we are raising the concerns of the people, and also in terms of shrinking civic space for the civil society. There has been serious human right violations. If we look at some of the countries, for example, in Myanmar, we saw Myanmar coup that happened last year February, followed by Afghanistan Taliban takeover. So basically, the voices of the people are being muted, and if in this case there are already such mounting issues on the public, on the civil society, and then our freedom of expression is being seized. I think it's very, very important that we talk about real development for the people, because development for whom? If we do not actually look at the whole process of development, because more than development these days is become a new form of colonialism. We do not want another colonialism in global south. So I think it's very important to take into account the freedom of expression, freedom of for the people, and because it is for the people, by the people, and public development bank need to be accountable, need to be democratic, need to be transparent in any decision making, and whether and they can contribute a lot. Even if we are lagging behind in the SDGs progress, but they can contribute a lot when it comes to implementation of SDGs, even in terms of providing finances to various good development projects, stop illegal mining, um, you know, stop deforestation in our countries, to stop the catastrophic impact. So I think the role of civil society is very, very important, and SDGs could be taken as a tool, because 193 countries have signed the SDGs. That means it's government's responsibility to implement it, at least well, with or without thinking of achieving it, but at least we are working towards it. So the role of PDBs and the policymakers are very important, and it cannot be fulfilled without a proper consultation with the civil society. First thing, I would look at institutionalizing civil society voices in this kind of event, huge event, because civil society has been organized and we are very organized. We are working on various thematic issues related to financing, related to climate issues, related to the financing for development. There are various issues the civil society has expertise on. And I think it would be really nice to see an civil societies institutionalized in the whole Finance in Common Summit, because that is one thing that I'm really looking forward to it. The second thing would be, creating equal partnership and spaces across the table with the civil society and the government and the PDBs and other stakeholders, because we are equal partners in development. So that has to be realized. We are not only here to take, we are not here to take money or funding. We have a lot more expertise and and experiences which we can share. And in terms of our outreach and our experiences, they can leverage on our experiences. So I think it's very important for the civil society and for the PDBs to work together apart and along with the policy makers. So these are the two things that I'm like really looking forward to this event here.
A space for us.
Un espacio para nosotras.
Un espace pour nous.